Hey, go eat, buddy. You need to go eat. Oh boy. Let's do volcano. Oh. I'm just going to read my lesson unless anyone gets on. Thanks, Dave. There's old Dave. There's Ken. Thanks, Ken. Teammate support. They're so nice. Haven't talked to them for a while. But they want me to write on Saturday. Not sure yet. Alright. The conscious ego. The conscious ego is a transitory stage of evolutionary development. The ego attempts to control and direct the conscious mind and physical body. An aware conscious mind that is master of the body uses reasoning to produce intuition. Difficulties arise when the ego distorts, misuses, or abuses the brain and body due to the failure of the conscious mind to use its power. The ego motivates self to attain physical desires. It acknowledges stimuli, enabling one thing you see or hear to catch your attention, while another passes by, seemingly unnoticed. The conscious ego works with the brain. The ego stimulates your mind to acknowledge the difference between needs and desires. When your body needs nourishment, you say, I'm hungry. When your mind needs company, you say, I'm lonely. This helps to define what you are. Your responses to your needs define who you are. How you respond to a stimulus is called a desire. I'm hungry produces a desire for food. Physical desires are quite evident to most people because they identify readily with the physical world. To make the mind's need this clear requires identifying with the self as a thinker. Changing your capacity to identify, to know what something is, changes your own sense of who you are. It transforms the way you see yourself. The emotional need expressed in I'm lonely is fulfilled by friendship and a disciplined mind. Your need to know what exists beyond the physical world, to know who you are, where you came from, why you are here, where you are going, has brought you to this course of study. Self-control is born from self-evaluation. Self-control means wielding consciousness. The greatest act of creation we are capable of is creating the enlightened self. Who you are is the result of your thoughts and actions. Knowing yourself means first being conscious of your thoughts. This means becoming aware of how you are experiencing and using the levels of consciousness available to you. Learning the universal structures of consciousness as illustrated in the mind diagram accelerates self-awareness. Existing within them with awareness brings self-realization. Creating as a whole self is illumination. The ego motivates saying, I can accomplish that which I have not accomplished before. I can overcome any obstacle, climb any mountain, and achieve what others claim to be impossible. To find excuses for not accomplishing, for procrastinating, or not being true to yourself is to allow the ego to misuse your power and defeat your soul's purpose in life. Excuses hide limitations. Limitations are ideas and images that the thinker has outgrown. Create new ideas and fresh mental images that reflect who you are now and who you can imagine yourself to be. You will discover that honesty, discipline, and a productive imagination are the keys to mastering the ego. How to be secure in your identity. If we are to know ourselves, who am I, becomes the most important question to ask. Your image maker, or imagination, is the tool you will use to give direction to the conscious ego, brain, and mind. Imagination is our ability to connect with others. Strangers are attracted to us. Awareness and attention in the present moment enables us to see things as they are, in order to see things as they can be. Both are essential for mastering consciousness. When imagination is unconscious, we live in fantasy, isolated and separate. We exist in our own world, projecting our thoughts onto others, missing the beauty of connecting with others. When we still our minds, we can receive others. This requires a disciplined, conscious mind. Think of it this way. Many people like to doubt positive thinking, perhaps because it doesn't always work instantly. Yet suggest to them that they try negative thinking, and they will laugh. That's because most people believe in the power of negative thinking. It is compatible with their ego, their sense of identity, of who they think they are, and what they can accomplish. Think of the difference between these ego-centered thoughts. I'm as young as I feel, and I'm not getting any younger. I learn something new every day, and I'm too old to learn. Each defines its owner, either opening the imagination or shutting it down, lifting the spirit with hope or depressing it with despair. Every thought is powerful. Every thought reflects who we are. We can get away with negative thinking for a while, but eventually we receive painful results and are punished by it. Scientists estimate that we have 50,000 thoughts per day running through our minds with greater or lesser degrees of awareness. Each originate from the conscious ego, the brain, or from you. Own your thoughts. They are yours. At one time, they may have belonged to someone else. They may have originated elsewhere. But at the moment, you planted them as a seed in your consciousness. You accepted them as your own, and they've been yours ever since. Every thought reveals who you are. Every thought has power. Your mind has absolute power over your body. It will not read these words or turn a page without instructions from your thoughts. Your mind has absolute power in the quality of your life. You are learning to wield and direct this power. To understand the power of your thoughts, you must, through concentration, separate yourself from them. By doing so, you can see your thoughts in a new light, as if they belong to someone else. Removing possession and attachment, the thought can be more clearly seen for what it is. You have identified the thought and can now deem it desirable or undesirable, worthy of perpetuating or needing of change. You are now conscious in a way that previously eluded you. This new awareness of your own thinking processes frees your identity to transcend the limits of the conscious mind alone. Learning how to think positively steers the motivating force of the conscious ego toward the fulfillment of your potential as a whole self. Honesty is the key that opens the door of willpower. It is a conscious mind that chooses honesty. A weak or dishonest conscious mind thinks, I can't accomplish that. It is impossible. I won't even try. So-and-so may be able to do that, but it's much too hard for me. It will take too much time to learn. They had it easier. It came natural for them, etc. The brain and conscious ego will lie to you using whatever limitation you remember or imagine. I can't. I shouldn't. It's not possible. I don't have the money or expertise or experience. Are thoughts of a weak will and separate conscious ego. Positive thinkers give up argumentation and other distractions. They know these only throw the mind off balance, disturbing it. There are subtler planes of existence to be realized. You will find the successful people you meet in life consistently think and talk about how an ideal can be fulfilled. This is true whether the need is physical, mental, or spiritual. A successful individual is not interested in having others tell them why something cannot be accomplished. The successful person wants to investigate ways to make a dream, the seemingly impossible, come to pass. Become one of these progressive, exciting, visionary thinkers by identifying with them. The person who is self-motivated knows his accomplishments and does not have to pretend he is something he is not. He or she is always willing to share the light of their awareness, experience, and wisdom with others. They do not feel compelled to constantly tell others how much they know. The humble person with a disciplined mind finds knowledge, learning, love, and friendship readily available. His or her mind is actively engaged in endeavors reflecting a sense of interconnectedness with all people. Such a one exists beyond separation by mastering the physical ego. The secure motivator welcomes new acquaintances and opportunities for learning. The humbleness of the self-motivated individual attracts friends, understanding, and opportunities for peace, prosperity, and growth. The insecure egotist repels friends and truth. The egotist shuts out creation, thinking only of himself and his ever-shrinking world, while ignoring the omnipresent abundance of resources the universe provides. Humbleness belongs to the great, who know who they are as creators. They create a purpose for everything they do, rather than depending on compliments or external approval for motivation. They find inspiration in anything that illuminates from anyone, anytime, anywhere. Humbleness and a disciplined and still mind is absolutely necessary to master the ego. Mastering your conscious ego through wisdom. You are in the physical world for your learning and growth. It is by disciplining the conscious mind and helping others that we accelerate our maturity as enlightened creators. You are I am. You are not the conscious ego. The conscious ego is transitory. I am is permanent and lasting. Therefore, use your disciplined mind to discover who you are and become everything you are meant to be. If you want to become the greatest, you must first become the least. If you want to be loved, start loving others who need your love. If you expect others to be honest with you, then start being honest with yourself. If you do not want others to be unpleasant, then you must stop being out of harmony with yourself. If you want others to be compassionate with you, begin showing concern for those around you, appreciating their situation, and teaching them how to change and grow. If you want to be respected and appreciated, learn to respect and be valuable to everyone, young and old. If you want a peaceful environment, find peace within yourself. Remember, whatever you want others to be, first, be that yourself. Then you will find others responding to you in a like manner. When you can truly face your faults without developing an attitude of inferiority, you will become free to change them. Your good example will do more to change others than any wishing or angry words. Only a closed-minded person will waste time in offensive and egotistical self-promotion. Such pride not only offends wise people, it leads the egotist to his downfall, as his short-sightedness breeds difficulties and failures in life. The law of karma is just and exact. You become as you think, and by your fruits you shall be known. When the truth of these studies are applied and become more than just beliefs or logical theories for you, soul illumination can be yours. One can choose ignorance or wisdom. To choose ignorance brings misery and death. To choose wisdom brings self-realization and connectedness. The cause and effect of our thoughts and actions is not always obvious. Harmonious intentions and practices produce a beautiful, admirable life. The results of our mental disciplines are not always instantaneous. Sometimes they are gradual. Sometimes we must persist in them for a year or longer before they produce our heartfelt needs. To do this is wisdom. Self-evaluation means examining all the activities and people in our daily life until we can determine which ones contribute to our health and well-being. Eventually, we reap what we sow. Those acts which are in harmony with our divine nature usually make us feel good and more alive. Some acts feel good when we are doing them, but produce bad effects later. To know which is wisdom. Cultivate the spiritual courage to change. At this point in humanity's evolution, it is not enough to change yourself. There must also be the expansion of consciousness. What is needed for mankind to evolve is individual change, followed by actions that lay the foundation for uniting all levels of consciousness to reveal the real self. As we align our consciousness with universal law, we experience the web of life, and all knowledge opens to us. All knowledge the world has ever received has come from the inner levels of mind. Mind is an infinite storehouse, a library of high knowledge and wisdom, available to all who are willing to envision what has yet to come to pass. You will replace the paper you have been reading each day with a new one on which you will write, I am. Fold it as before and read twice a day. Continue developing your mental discipline, attention, and will by giving your full attention to the candle concentration exercise daily. So let me do that today. It's like the last thing I do. God about it. Oh, goodness. Ah, yes. Swimming through the airwaves. There you go, Crystal. Hi, Crystal. it up. Got the fire. Should be playing fire. Wow, there's a couple guys. Oh, here we go. Never listened to this in a while. Get some fire burning. Fire burning on the dance floor.
Somebody call 911. Shawty fire burning on the dance floor. Whoa.
No, not a volcano.
What's up? Get started. Let's get back. Shawty got that super thing. Under the sun to the south of Spain. Got me soon as I walk through the door. Pop up by the girl lane. When she drop it low that thing. Got me wanna spend my money on her. She need it, my man, I can jump in that. Birthday cake. I got a gang of these girls that crazy. I take my rest. More than my jewelry ring. Shawty is cool like the fire. Like fire, somebody call 911. Shawty fire burning on the dance floor. I gotta go right now. She wanna bring the roots around on the dance floor. She's fire burning on the dance floor. That little shawty fire burning on the dance floor. She's fire burning on the dance floor. That little shawty
Burning.
burning on the
Oh yeah. I like dancing with my kids. It's a fun song. I'm their morning entertainment. That's probably why I need a nap after they leave the house. Like part 1 of day, nap, start work day.
Somebody call 911. Shawty fire burning on the dance floor. I gotta go right now. She will bring the roots around on the dance floor. She's fire burning on the dance floor. That little shawty's fire burning on the dance floor. She's fire burning, fire.
There's a different fire. Yeah, thank you. I'm just chilling, not racing. Getting in miles, rocking it out.
Where did you go?
Oh, here's A. No way, A. I'm not keeping up with that. Later, Tater.
They think it's fun, but it's cold boring.
So many ads. No, I'm not buying your premium. I don't know what everybody else uses. Spotify? So many people? Where? Oh, wow. Hello, Tom. Thanks, Hello, Tom. Let's see if anybody comes. I don't see anybody. Hi. Thanks. Hello, Tom. Just cruising. Your ZRL tonight? Good. I think I had 10 miles earlier today. On the countdown for 5,000 total Zwift miles. Should have something like 30 left. Or less after tonight. Little volcano, haven't been in there for a while. Yes, it says 2019. Let's make that clear. 2019. So now, by end of year. Yeah, I'll have to check after I log out here. I think I've climbed over 60 miles elevation. But that's 2 years worth. It's a lot for me. For some people, probably not. I mainly ride in the winter, and then I say I'm going to ride in the summer, and I'd say I get more miles in the winter doing this. I can't imagine how many miles some of those Iron men and women and triathletes get. I'm pretty mediocre. I'd say I'm pretty average. When did you start Zwifting? Racing a few seasons also puts in the miles. Those courses are at least 20-some miles of brutal hills and stuff. Sprints. They make ZRL as brutal as possible, I feel like. They're like, we're not just going to give you one lap of this mountain, we're going to make you do 4+ laps. Oh, for real? Wow. How many miles have you got racked up then? Yeah, I think I started streaming probably last year too. You were an early adopter. I mean, it sounds early. My uncle told me about it in end of 2018. Oh, for sure. I don't know where you are. I'm in the Midwest, so it's super cold right now. I did get probably my last outdoor ride-in last Friday. It was a little chilly, but it was bearable. Probably done now. Oh yeah, you're not far away. You know what it's like. Yeah, you're even further north. Have you ever seen any northern lights? I guess I don't know if you live in the city or a suburb. Actually, I should ask my buddy Brandy. She's probably not watching. Brandy lives in Canada. Wonder if she's seen any northern lights. Forget if she's in Ontario. Yeah, that's what I wondered. Geez, when I go home to my hometown, out in the country, oh my goodness, it's amazing all the stars. So cool. I could probably drive far enough away, it wouldn't take very long to get a decent view. We can see we can see some stars here, quite a few. We see Venus out every night. It's like the first thing I see in the night. You know, I haven't been to Chicago yet. I need to go sometime. I'm not a big city person though. I like to take trips away from people, like out in nature, hiking, whatever it is, kayaking, skiing, you know. The beauty of the earth, like Iceland, every type of landform, volcanoes, craters, glaciers, geysers, hot springs, so cool, caves, such a unique place where you can see all that stuff. Tom's gone. Oh, he's gone. That's nice. Gravel guy, huh? Sorry, buddy. Not a big gravel fan, but Forest sounds beautiful. Do you do gravel races? There's like the Dirty Kanza in Kansas. I almost think there's like a lottery or something for that. I think they get so many applicants. I think they have to narrow down the field. And Lincoln, Nebraska has gravel race, Pirate Cycling Gravel World, I think they call it. They've got, geez, I think they did a 200-mile gravel. And then I think they had a 50. Yeah, I stay away from those. I almost got convinced to go. I'll have to check and see if my friend went ahead and did that. Nice. Well, that's cool. Do you do some crit races or what type of road races? I'll see how I feel next year, but I think we have some kind of race series nearby. I could have done it this year, but I think I was fizzling out. After 2 seasons of ZRL, I was like, my body is destroyed. I like to do rides more than races or in person, I guess. Oh, cranberries. I heard this now. No, I haven't. I don't know how that would work for me. Yeah. I haven't heard it in a while. I like the 80s. I'm trying to find some stuff I haven't played in a while. Group rides are good. I completely agree, Tom. You feel old? Oh, the nostalgia is taking me back. I was probably born when this song was written. But I still love the 80s. I can't help it. This came out, let's say, Probably before my birthday. Now, I haven't thought about streaming outdoors. I mean, my phone, I can use this mount. I don't know if the quality would be too good. It'd probably be pretty rough. I don't know what people do. They probably have a GoPro on their helmet, I'm guessing. Not that fancy yet. That's an idea, though. Something to think about. Come and tour West Des Moines, Raccoon River Valley Trail, or the Greenbelt Trail. Both good. Jeez. All right, thanks, Tom. You too. Hopefully I'll chat with you again sometime. Enjoy your evening. Tobin hates you. That's quite a username there, Mr. Tobin. Oh, okay. Was that on the cranberries? Okay, I was alive then. I was 4 then, probably. Probably rocking out then, too. I used to really like oldies when I was like in elementary school. Super sappy. I like the sappy romantic stuff. Is this cycling music? Here, I'll give you another one. I play it quite a bit. But I like the chorus. Lots of ads first. 1983. Error in the system. Major Tom. She's up. I haven't seen that one in a while. Forgot about that. All right, before I continue, Peter Schilling learned English just for this song. That's what I read. He's German. Don't pop quiz me on anything else. Seven, 7, 7. I wonder how accurate the speed is. I have a hard time believing I'm doing 21 miles per hour right now. Ooh, volcano jersey. That's spiffy. Alright, I'm going to stop at 20. I already did 10 earlier, so that's good for me. Oh, goodness. Alright, cool. Let's see what the final countdown is. 181. 19 miles to go. I can be done tomorrow if I want to. Put in the work. I don't know how to raid people over right now. But thank you guys for hanging out. Listen to some tunes.